There are four main kinds of introverts: social, thinking, anxious, and restrained. But out of all of them, social introverts are often the most misunderstood. They can be fun, warm, and talkative in small gatherings, but after a few hours, they need days of quiet to recharge. They crave genuine connection, but avoid large, noisy crowds. They're not shy, anxious, or antisocial. They just connect best in spaces that feel real and personal. If you've ever felt torn between wanting to be around people and needing time alone, this might sound a lot like you. To understand social introverts, it helps to know that introversion isn't a single personality type. Psychologist Jonathan Cheek from Wellesley College identified four distinct kinds: social, thinking, anxious, and restrained. Each type experiences introversion differently, and most people are a mix of more than one. Social introverts are the classic type most people imagine, those who prefer small groups and deep conversations over large parties or endless chatter. The main thing that sets social introverts apart is what they value in connection. They don't avoid socializing because of fear, they just care more about quality than quantity. Unlike anxious introverts, who may avoid social events because they worry about being judged, social introverts simply feel more comfortable in meaningful one-on-one settings. Thinking introverts tend to live inside their own minds, absorbed in reflection and imagination. Anxious introverts feel tense and uncertain in social situations. Restrained introverts, on the other hand, take time to warm up before joining in. For social introverts, socializing itself isn't the problem. It's the environment. They love engaging conversations and intimate hangouts, but find big, chaotic gatherings draining. While extroverts get energy from meeting more people, social introverts put their energy into a smaller circle of close friends. They'd rather spend hours having a deep talk with one person than attend a party full of surface-level small talk. This has nothing to do with social anxiety. In fact, social introverts can be great conversationalists and even appear extroverted in the right setting. The difference lies in what recharges them. Extroverts gain energy from being around people. Introverts need solitude to recover. Research shows that roughly 1/3 to half of people lean introverted, and among them, social introverts uniquely balance enjoying company with needing time alone afterward. In small, trusted groups, social introverts often shine. They're attentive, expressive, and emotionally present. But once the group gets too big or noisy, something shifts. The connection fades, and exhaustion kicks in. It's not about fear. It's about overstimulation. Too much noise, too many voices, and too little depth can feel draining fast. So when a social introvert turns quiet at a large event, they're not being rude, they're just overwhelmed by too much input. This can confuse friends who've only seen their social side. They might wonder why someone so talkative suddenly cancels plans or skips big events. But that's the thing. Social introverts thrive on connection, just not too much of it at once. They enjoy cozy dinners, meaningful talks, or chill hangouts more than festivals, clubs, or massive parties. One of the most misunderstood parts of social introversion is the need for alone time, even after enjoyable interactions. Spending time with people they love can still leave social introverts tired. It's not about disliking those moments, it's about needing to recharge afterward. One introvert put it best: "I love hanging out, but after that, I need to not talk to anyone for a day." Even joyful events like weddings or reunions can leave them mentally wiped out the next morning. Because of this, social introverts become masters of managing their energy. They plan ahead, knowing that Friday night out means Saturday will be a recovery day. They create buffer zones, quiet mornings before gatherings or solo evenings after them. It's not avoidance, it's self-care. For them, balance is everything. Enjoying connection without losing energy. Understanding social introversion explains why someone can be friendly, open, and even talkative, yet still prefer smaller groups and quiet nights in. Social introverts may have fewer friends than extroverts, but their relationships tend to be deeper, more loyal, and more authentic. They love real conversations, talking about passions, fears, and dreams, while small talk feels empty and tiring. They might use small talk to open a conversation, but they're always searching for meaning beneath it. Because they value honesty and authenticity, social introverts often become amazing listeners. They don't just wait for their turn to speak, they truly want to understand others. That's why people often feel comfortable opening up to them. And when the topic is something that truly interests them, social introverts can talk for hours with energy and excitement. Still, they face a unique challenge, being misunderstood by both extroverts and other introverts. Extroverts might see them as inconsistent, chatty one moment, quiet the next, while introverts might think they're not introverted enough. The biggest misconception is assuming introversion equals shyness. It doesn't. Shyness is fear-based. Introversion is preference-based. Author Susan Cain, in her book Quiet, The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking, explains that society often favors extroversion. From a young age, we're taught that being outgoing means being successful, while quietness is seen as a weakness. That pressure makes social introverts feel like they need to justify themselves. Say no to a big event? You're boring. Need alone time after hanging out? You're antisocial. But social introverts aren't broken extroverts. They're just wired differently. To cope in an extroverted world, social introverts develop smart strategies. They choose structured events with clear start and end times. They steer conversations toward topics that actually interest them. They plan recovery rituals, like a peaceful walk, journaling, or just sitting in silence before and after social time. They even control how they communicate, preferring one-on-one messages or quiet cafes over chaotic group chats or loud bars. These choices aren't limitations, they're signs of self-awareness. Social introverts often know themselves deeply because they spend so much time reflecting. They're thoughtful, deliberate, and emotionally intelligent. They make careful decisions, listen well, and think before they act. Their focus and independence make them great at creative or solo work that requires concentration. Many of history's greatest thinkers, creators, and leaders were introverts. People like Einstein, Gandhi, Dr. Seuss, J.K. Rowling, and Steven Spielberg. Their quiet focus and depth of thought changed the world, proving that introversion isn't a flaw, it's a different kind of strength. For social introverts to truly thrive, they need to embrace both sides of who they are, their love of meaningful connection and their genuine need for solitude. That means accepting their limits without guilt, saying no when necessary, planning downtime, and choosing environments that feel right. Communicating these needs to friends helps too. People can't respect what they don't understand. Ultimately, being a social introvert isn't about avoiding the world, it's about engaging with it intentionally. It's about valuing connection over chaos, meaning over noise, and balance over burnout. Their ability to listen deeply, connect authentically, and bring warmth to small spaces makes them not just introverts, but some of the most emotionally rich and grounded people you'll ever meet.